We are back in Brazil for the next race in the 2021 F1 season. Hey there folks, welcome to this video, and here I'm talking about the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. And, well, let's just start off by talking about what hasn't happened. Supposedly, there is still a lot of delivery still going on to make sure that teams are ready for the F1 weekend. The curfew has been lifted, so teams can work in the garages overnight. There have been some discussions I've seen. Apparently, a lot of teams have gotten their chassis, but not their engines. Some teams don't even have their chassis at Interlagos. And given that we've got the truncated schedule with FP1 qualifying, FP2, F1 sprint, and the race, that's not exactly ideal. Remember, that is going to be the third of 3 F1 sprints for 2021, and apparently there are going to be rule changes for next year when they're looking at doing more of the F1 sprint, where it is going to be known as a sprint race. And so qualifying will be qualifying the person who gets pole position in qualifying on the Friday or whatever the format will be, but in this kind of format it'd be the Friday, they'd be credited with the pole position, for example. Which I think is the best way to do it, because it just rewards going into qualifying and doing the qualifying. It just also then gives another award for the other section. But yeah, let's think about what this could mean. It's a largely dry weekend by the looks of things. So what could it do for the title battle? Well, Mercedes has typically struggled at altitude, but they seemed fast over a single lap in Mexico last weekend. Let's see if the cooling is going to be any better in Brazil, where I think they're at a slightly lower altitude, not massively lower, but it was certainly a bit of a lower altitude. But, of course, the team to seemingly beat has been Red Bull, especially with the Honda Power Unit. Last time we were there in 2019, it was 2 Honda-powered cars on the podium, with Max winning, Gasly beating Lewis to the line, and Lewis later getting bumped off the podium for the collision with Alex Albon, meaning Carlos Sainz got a podium. And the other thing I think is quite likely is the records could fall. Like we saw in Mexico last weekend, these are the fastest cars we've seen in F1 at these tracks, because we weren't there last year. So I expect to see a new lap record, potentially. But as always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, as well as some predictions. Remember, this is the second of a triple header, with Qatar being the last one of it next weekend. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye for now.